Okay, thank you for your patience once again. On the stage is the Symphonic Band, and we're going to be playing 3 pieces for you, as the program suggests. I do want to take a moment to mention this. We are really close to Veterans Day, yet we're not quite there, and it's not really a Veterans Day concert. However, I did pick several pieces on this concert that were a nod to giving thanks to the service of our veterans. So, could I, for a moment, if you are a veteran of the United States military at any point in time, would you rise so we can thank you for your service? Thank you so much. We are trying to portray in our music tonight the ideas of standing up for one's ideals and believing in something very strongly, and then doing whatever you can to fight for that. And we know that as part of the military, that is a part and parcel of what you do, and so thank you. But you don't have to be in the military to do those things either. So I think that this is something that we can all consider as we're listening to the music tonight. So the Symphonic Band is going to perform their first piece, Fanfare, Americana, and it's written by Randall Standridge, who was inspired to become a musician when he heard his first drum and bugle corps. I believe it was the Madison Scouts, and they were playing Appalachian Spring, an arrangement of that by the American composer Aaron Copland. And Aaron Copland's music, if you're in the classical music circles, you know that he is a preeminent American composer, and his sound has come to typify the American experience. He's written Appalachian Spring, the Fanfare for the Contra Band, or some of his most famous things. So he wrote this piece kind of in honor of the style, the way Aaron Copland wrote. So this is Fanfare Americana, performed by your Symphonic Band. Okay, our next piece is In Honor of the Fallen, and the title is pretty self-explanatory, but it strives to pay reverence to an ideal of standing up for something and fighting for it until you've given everything. So in honor of all those veterans that gave everything in honor of their country and fighting for their ideals, this is In Honor of the Fallen. Yes. And our final piece is Courage March. The title also explains itself, like great quality. It was written by Harold Bennett, who was actually a pen name for Henry Fillmore, who was a very famous writer of marches, second only to John Philip Sousa. And his works were so famous and really, really hard that he couldn't sell his stuff. He wrote for younger audiences and no one would buy it because, well, it's Fillmore, we can't play that. So he wrote under several pen names, and Harold Bennett is one of them. And so this is a tweaked and arranged work for updating for modern instrumentation with concert bands. It's Courage March by Harold Bennett.